Oh my god, what are you doing, man? Come on. Me. Crazy traffic tonight. It's crazy. Right, so the first fuel test video is done and it's out. I hope you enjoyed that. There's very interesting results on there, very handy information for me to know at least. So someone commented on the video, Anthony, and he said you should do a test using super unleaded. I think is it E5 which is the super unleaded, or is it E10? I don't know, but either way we're gonna head to the petrol station now. I've got 17 miles left in the tank, although we now know it's actually closer to 50. So let's get to the petrol station, fill up with super unleaded as opposed to standard unleaded in the first test, and just see what we get. It's going to be exactly the same test, exactly the same route, exactly the same criteria that we want to meet, the same questions we want answered, and just see what the results are. Apparently I'm going to get more mileage out of a tank of super unleaded, so we shall see. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, so if you want more information on the route that I'm doing for this test, check out the previous video, the from brimmed to empty test, and then that'll give you all the information you need. Right, here we go. Hello, petrol man, give me some of your juice. Well, that didn't sound good. So we had the standard unleaded before, which was E10. Now we're going for the E5, 99 octane. And we're going to brim it as we did before. So how much is this costing me? 174 per litre. Right, let's fill up this bad boy. I'm very curious to see how much difference this stuff will make. 24 litres, 25 litres. Okay, it's clicked. We're going to brim it. Brim that mother. Brim it. Come on, come on. No, I want it to be exactly the same as before. Just want it sitting right at the top. That's it. And a bit more. It's got to be the same, or else what's the point of doing it? It's got to be the same. That's it. We're done. Okay. How much is that? 48 quid. Bloody hell. 27 litres. How you doing, mate? 33. Yeah, it's a big bike, big tank. Cheers, man. Thanks very much. Did you hear that? The guy said there. He said, "How big is the tank on that thing?" I didn't know if it's a car or a bike. I said, "You're not wrong, mate. It's a whopper." Right. Size does matter. Okay. Right, let's get out of here. This is how it's going to work. So I've just filled up. I forgot to set my reset my trip meter. Let me do that now. Okay, the trip meter has been set to 0. So we are going to find out how many miles it takes from brimming the tank, as we just did, until the fuel light comes on, and then how many miles from the fuel light coming on until the bike telling us we have 0 miles left, and then from 0 miles left until the bike comes to a halt. Those are the criteria that we're going to do this test with, as we did before, exactly the same, and we're just going to compare both results and put them side to side, and we'll just have a look. That's it. And I leave you with this gorgeous view of the back of this van. Oh, we're off. The test begins. Road ahead closed. Oh, for the love of God. Ding 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 ding. Here we go. Come on, party time, let's go. Woo! Tell you, man, if you've ever ridden in London, you will know just how mad it can be cyclists running red lights, they don't give a shit. They're not all bad, but most of them do run red lights. Pedestrians walking out on you, druggies, crackheads, people looking at their phones, people fighting in the streets, people giving you dirty looks like that geezer. Oh dear. Chicken diner. Oh, what they got? Party bucket. I'll tell you what, you know you've made it in life when you can get your food served up to you in a bucket. I mean, that's it. You've done it. You've made it. Bucket of chicken in my face. Oh London, I love you, you crazy bastard. You overpriced, overcrowded piece of shit, but I love you. Yes, I do. Oh look, kebab. Give me that spinning elephant leg. Give it large. Oh, carbonara, lamb kofti. Alright guys, I just thought I'd show you this. I'm home now, and the range before, after I filled up, the highest point it got to was 443 miles. Now it's telling me it's 396, and I don't know why that is, because I've brimmed the tank as I did before, so it's exactly the same amount of fuel. Is it because it's a higher octane fuel, so therefore it has to it changes it somehow, or is it because now that I've run the bike until it's completely dry of petrol, does it have to recalibrate itself? I have no idea. So the range is about 40 miles out from as it was before on standard unleaded, so that's interesting. I don't know why that is. If you know guys, then yeah, let us know. I have no idea. So far this test is off to a very interesting and odd start. So yeah, let's just see how we go. See you lot later. Alright guys, we are done. The results are in. Quick flash. Woo! Let's get on with it. So, can I just say that's some of the worst rain I've ever ridden in coming back then. That's unbelievable. Right, here we go. So, I've laid everything out on the board here so it's nice and clear. Don't worry if you can't see it just yet. I'm going to take a shot of this, leave it at the end of the video so you see it nice and clear, and you can look at it in your own time. So, on the left hand side we have the previous test that we've done, which was the standard unleaded E10 at 157 a litre. There's all the figures that we got there. We're going to do a direct comparison with super unleaded E5, specifically Shell V-Power petrol at 174 a litre. So the difference, 157 for E10, 174 for E5. Okay, here we go. Let's have it. So from brim to the fuel light on with E10 is 280 miles. From brim to the fuel light on, I'm trying to build up the tension. It's actually not that exciting. From brim to the fuel light on for super unleaded is 282.2. Don't worry about the 0.2. It's kind of, you know, forget that. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me. I've just pulled over, the fuel light's just come on and we are showing 282.2 miles. So from brim to the fuel light on, 282 miles. Alright. So 282 miles. Which really, there's nothing in that really, if you think about it. There's not much in that. So the next one, fuel on until the bike shows 0. For the standard unleaded E10, it was 329 miles. For the super unleaded E5, it was 327. Oh God, what an anticlimax. Woo, okay. All right, the mileage has just hit 0. There's no more fuel bars left. That's BMW's equivalent of you've got no miles left, basically. So we have covered, if I can see my button, 327 miles from brimmed until the bike says 0. 327.7. All right, let's carry on. Carry on until the bike stops. So, yeah, well, what's weird was it was 282, so it's 2 more miles on this one, but then it was 2 more miles less on this one. These are the figures. So, from 0 until the bike stops working for standard unleaded, it was 360 miles. For super unleaded E5, from 0 until the bike stops, was 358. Again, nothing in it. This is a really, like a really underwhelming test. It's like, it's pretty much exactly the same. The weird thing was about this test, the strange thing was, the estimated range for a brim tank of standard unleaded, the bike was telling me it was 443 miles until empty. For the super unleaded, it was telling me it was 396. Now, like you may have seen in the video already, if you know why that is the case, because I brimmed the tank to exactly the same point, it was the same route, same everything, why is the super unleaded showing a range of 396? Is it the octane rating and it has to adjust for that? I have no idea. If you know, or you have an idea what it might be, let me know in the comments. So, the estimated range on the standard unleaded E10 was 443. On the super unleaded E5, it was 396. The actual range was 327. So I'm just going to break it all down into separate bits like I've done here. So the light on, fuel light on until the bike shows 0 was 45 miles compared to 50 on the standard unleaded, and 0 until the bike stops was 31 miles compared to standard unleaded, which was 30 miles, and that was 55 miles to the gallon on average for standard, and it was 54, so one less, on the super unleaded, on the E5. Really quite underwhelming test, really. I was expecting, oh, I don't know what I was expecting really, because I've never done a test on fuel ranges for different fuels. But some of you guys mentioned in the comments I should be getting more miles out of it, but I haven't. I just haven't. Those are the numbers. Make of that what you will. And it kind of begs the question: what's the point? Why would you pay more for standard for super unleaded when you're not getting any more? You're not getting any more mileage out of it. And it was mentioned in the comments that I would. I did actually find an article in the, I think it was the Independent. I did a bit of background research and I saw an article, and they compared two cars, and they put £20 worth of E5 in first, and then they put £20 worth of E10 in afterwards. With E10, the £20, I mean, it gives you a lot more breakdown into the MPG and litres, like the cost and everything. But basically, £20 of E10, you got 121 miles, and £20 worth of E5, you got 123 miles. So a difference of, you know, two miles. There's nothing in it. There's just nothing in it. And that test they did is the same here. It's the same result pretty much. Yeah. It's like, oh God. So well, what can I say, guys? Thanks again for your recommendation on doing this test. I mean, regardless of the results, it was a good test to do. So at least we know now, anyway. Or at least I know. So yeah. Oh, boring. Ooh. Actually, guys, what I'm going to do is, like I said, this Super Unleaded E5 was the Shell V-Power stuff. I'm going to do another test on the I think I get my normal, like the normal station I go to is a BP, so I'm going to get their version of E5, and I'm going to fill it up tomorrow. I'm due to fill up the bike tomorrow anyway, so I might as well run another test. If it's any different, if it's wildly different than this result, I will let you know. If it's not, I will let you know anyway. So yeah, so I'll be testing another version of this E5. If it is any different or not, I have no idea at all, but I will test it anyway for you. All right, that's it. See you later, guys. Bye.